Hey, what's going on? This is Dr. J. Duncan here with Minds Unlimited and Minds Unlimited Media. And today I want to try something new. You see, I have been witnessing and seeing all these like infomercials, commercials, and stuff like that, and people posting about, hey, this is how I made $1 million by making paper clips, or whatever it may be. Not making fun of people that make paper clips, but what I realized is a lot of these things are targeting people that don't live in those areas or don't have the same opportunity to experience those experiences. So we're chasing these fantasies, if you will. So today I want to show you a how-to that actually represents some of the things that we deal with in our community. So today I want to get and show you how I got over imposter syndrome. Yeah, how I went through something and got out to the other side. So today is my video of how I got over imposter syndrome. Check it out. So, like I said at the beginning of the video, there is a lot of, targeting stuff that's out there for people that is trying to show them how to become this dream. I don't want to call it just fantasy because, it is possible if you figure out how to get yourself there, I guess, right? And the quote-unquote good life is up to the person that's defining it. So these things aren't selling necessarily false ideas. I think that they're selling like a false reality of the things that you have to do to get there. Does that make sense? So today's video being how I got over something that you might also deal with in trying to reach your dream. Imposter syndrome. So first I'll give you like a definition-ish of imposter syndrome. This is when you are doing something or in a place or in a mind state to where you feel that you are undeserving or out of place, right? So, for example, if you are trying to become a person that makes six figures, right? And before you make it, you're up here doing things that you see people do that make six figures. You're taking on these traits, behaviors, things of that nature. And you feel like, I'm faking it. Maybe if people realize that I'm not at that level yet, they'll call me out on it, right? Let's take this for instance. I am a whole doctor right now, right? You would think that after going through the process of school, it ain't like I just clicked on and then clicked off and automatically got a PhD. No, I had to go through years. I think, what was it, like almost 12 years of higher education. So you would think that once I got the PhD and was able to put doctor in front of my name, that all of a sudden I would have that confidence. No, that did not happen. I am still low-key struggling with some of that to this day, but I did find things that helped me get over that hump. So without further ado, let me give you, let's say, 5 steps to overcoming this imposter syndrome in whatever way or fashion that is impacting you. Okay? First and foremost, the first step, the most important step, is to experience. Yeah, I know, that sounds super cliche. But for real, you are feeling this feeling because you are trying to venture into somewhere new, become something new, or take on something new. New is in there. So if you don't allow yourself to experience the cognitive dissonance of this new, you won't be able to identify what is happening. First, you need to feel it. Yeah, it don't feel good, but ask it, get into what is this feeling. Be able to differentiate the feeling of, I'm feeling like I'm doing something that I might be looked at as being phony. You need to go ahead and put that thing there. Realize where it's at. After you feel it, step number 2 is you need to ask the question why. This is like a universal question. Babies ask it all the time. Well, not babies. Let's say toddlers ask it all the time when they're trying to figure out stuff. Well, just because you became an adult does not mean you need to stop asking the question why. Okay? So once you experience, I want to get to another goal and maybe I need to change up my thought process. Maybe I need to hang around a new circle of friends. But because of your past, you think that you don't deserve a future. But All right, I'm going to take that leap of faith and I'm going to step into this new friend zone. I'm going to step into this new profession. I'm going to step into this new education level. Oh, I feel this anxiety. Why am I feeling the anxiety? That's the important question. Why am I feeling the anxiety? Why do I feel like I am not this thing yet? Why do I feel like it's something separate than me? You ask those questions and you're at the pinnacle of change. Change now affords a place. It has room in your life to come in and then be like, okay, so you feel awkward here. Let's fill in this awkwardness with confidence. And we know confidence isn't just knowledge. Confidence is in the doing. So what, Dr. J, are you saying that I can feel like I'm an imposter and still be doing the things that I'm trying to do and gain confidence and no longer feel like an imposter? Absolutely. And guess what? That was only on the 2 out of the 5 steps. Who knew? But step number 3, just in case you want to get some flavor with it, after you ask why, you need to search for answers. That can be found internally with reflection. You can do like I do, and I go to YouTube. I go to motivational videos. I go to podcasts. I read books, trying to find other people that have broken through that glass ceiling in their own lane. They may not be in my lane. Like in mental health, there isn't too many people around my area that look like me, let alone that are in the same group. Like there just isn't. So I can't just pick up the phone and say, hey, yo, how are you dealing with this problem? Oh, I want to grow. How do we do this? Though they don't really exist in my community. So I have to visit other professions and see how they break through, translate it, and then insert it into mine. So first, mental health therapist, became a doctor, got into the field. I know what I'm doing. I know the books. I know because I've lived a lot of this stuff. But what if people don't see me that way? I might feel like I'm an imposter. Why do I feel this way? Which is step 2. All right, now that I feel this way, let me go search for some answers. Immediately, like I said, step 2 can get you there. Step 3, make you boss level, right? But there's 2 more steps. Step number 4, which is apply and do. After you find the answers, it is not enough just to read it in a book. It's not enough to get an answer for someone else. Why? Because I told you before, confidence is not how much you know, it's how much you can apply over and over and over again. You could be confidently doing something wrong, which means that confidence is not the end-all be-all. Confidence isn't the thing that you just get from reading the book. It is the end-all be-all of action done over and over and over and over. You get the over and over again, all right? So, real quick, go through the steps again. 1, experience. Let it happen. 2, ask why is it happening? Why do you feel that way? And if you're feeling froggy, go to 3, get you some answers, research for them, look around. There is nothing new under the sun. We just repackage it a little bit differently. So there's an answer out there. You just have to be open and willing enough to read it and translate. After you read and translate, you need to do it. Put it into practice. See if that answer works for you. That's a major gem right there. There are certain answers out there that you will get that don't work for you. That doesn't mean that isn't the answer to that problem. That isn't your answer to that problem. Get it? So I took you and doubled it up. You only needed 2 to make this happen. How to get over imposter syndrome. You got to the 4. But just in case that didn't do it for you, just in case, the number 5 is learn, repeat. I'm going to say it again. Learn and repeat. So, you're going to find yourself, if you're talking about evolving, you're always going to be the bottom of the next level at some point. You're always going to get to the highest at whatever level you are. So, in other words, you're always going to be able to get this new opportunity to grow and change. Don't fear that. That's a part of the process. Those that know, the process is beautiful. That's how you grow. This is part of this thing. But you will feel in certain areas where like you're out of place. Do not let that stop you from evolving. Do not let that stop you from trying. If you fail, you fail. But you learn from failing, you keep going, then it turns into a success. You get knocked down and you lay down there, you must be sleepy. Something, right? If you like where you are, cool. If you want to grow, then grow. The only thing stopping you is your mind state or your perspective. I don't want to like super harp on that. I know I don't have like the infographics and all that stuff going off talking about some, hey, overnight I used to be in my mom's basement and then out of nowhere I found the paperclip and now I live in a mansion in the Hamptons. No. And it ain't nothing overnight about this, right? One day I decided I wanted to do better. I had to figure out what do better means. And when I figured it out, it just didn't happen like that. Immediately, I got the mind state of it, right? I can embrace it. I can have a new heart towards it so I can get that level of excitement. Cool, you're going to need it. That's the gasoline need to fuel your journey. That's the motivational factor. But taking that and then applying it, you get knocked down. Like, oh, dang, I got another learning curve. That's why your juice has to be up there, man. Like, you have to be focus and desire whatever you want as your outcome. You can't just be loose goose with this. Like, you can't just, I want to be successful and not know what that even looks like for you. You know what I mean? So whatever you want to be, you will feel like you're a baby or new in this field. That is different than you faking the funk. You'll know. If you're in something and you're in it because you are trying to fake, that is the imposter. There ain't no syndrome about that. You are willingly being an imposter. But for the most of us, we get hit with this because of fear of shame, fear of persecution, fear of failing, fear of all these probabilities that technically all equal to the probability of success. It's all 50-50, right? There's a chance you will succeed and there's a chance you will fail. But fear gives into the little bitty pieces that equal that 50% of you will fail and go, oh, I'm an imposter, I'm a fake, bump that. Do these steps. All right? So that's all I got for you today. This is Dr. J. Duncan giving you my spiel on how I overcame imposter syndrome and how you can overcome imposter syndrome over and over again. You're always going to meet it again. Remember that. It ain't no one-stop shop. But if you take these skills and apply them, you won't even have to get to stage 5 to start making movement. It is what it is. All right. So that's me, Dr. J. Duncan. Give me a comment below. Let me know what are some things you struggle with, some areas where you felt like you was an imposter. Believe me, when other people see the comments and they see, what you list out your story, it will encourage others. Okay? My goal is to help share perspectives to allow you to be unleashed, unchained from these principles that are holding you down. I want to meet you where you're at. You get what I'm saying? So like, subscribe, comment below, all that fun stuff. But ultimately, take this to heart. Take it in. Smallest change in perspective can change a life. I am Dr. J. Mine's Unlimited Mind State. Peace.